Yo, what's going on? How do you two know each other?
Maybe you should ask T.
T? Is there something you want to tell me?
Uh, First off, this is completely unexpected. I mean, I had no idea your cousin was Davis.
So what, Davis is your boyfriend?
Yes.
No,
Okay, I'm confused. Are you or are you guys not boyfriend and girlfriend? I mean, what is the deal?
we are not. And let me repeat this again. We are not boyfriend and girlfriend. We went on one date. One date, and that was actually the night before. That was the first time I ever met you, Davis.
And what about tonight? We were supposed to go out. But then you called and told me you had a family emergency. You lied to me.
Yo, she was a date that canceled on your plans? Man, I had no idea.
It's not your fault, cuz. It's hers.
Yo, T, how could you do that to my cuz? Why would you do that to him?
There's a simple explanation for all this.
You know what? There's no excuse for what you did, T. Maybe you should just leave.
Please, if you just let me explain.
I said leave, T.
We're seeing a substantial increase of 80% on our sportswear and shoe line.
Has Mrs. Van Dekamp put an approval on next year's summer line?
Not yet. She's still negotiating with the label company.
Well, the sooner she gets the approval, the sooner we can start working on the winter wear.
Agreed.
Okay, everyone, another great meeting. We'll reconvene again next Saturday at 8 p.m. Remember, guys, 8 p.m. Do not be late. Whew! I'm getting the hang of this. T? T, what's wrong? What's the matter? Why are you crying? What happened?
I messed up big time, Linda. I messed up royally. I ruined everything.
What happened?
That sinking feeling you had earlier came true.
What do you mean?
Everything started off so wonderful and so beautiful. Me and Jackson went to this beautiful restaurant and we just sit there and laughed and enjoyed each other. We were talking about the good old times in high school and we would really get to know each other. We would talking about what was going on in our lives and stuff. And then Jackson took me to his place. Oh, girl, it was so beautiful. He had a beautiful house with an even more gorgeous view. And then everything was so perfect up until
Up until what?
Up until we met his cousin, who happens to be his roommate. You want to take one guess who it was?
Oh my God. Davis? Davis is his cousin? Oh my God. What else happened?
Isn't it obvious, Linda? Soon as Davis saw me, he was pissed. And of course, Jackson had no clue that I was going out with his cousin. Of course, how would I supposed to know that Davis is Jackson's cousin? I mean, that never came up. And now Jackson won't talk to me because he felt I disrespected his cousin. And he felt like I lied to him saying that I didn't have a boyfriend, which I didn't. Me and Davis went on one date, and that was the night before. I don't know what I'm gonna do, Linda. I screwed up bad. Had I just told Davis the truth, none of this would have happened.
Well, did you at least try to explain to Jackson your situation? What was the truth?
I tried. I tried so bad, but Jackson didn't want to hear it. And he just told me to leave. He actually kicked me out of his house. I had to take a cab home. Linda, you should have seen the look on his face. It was just like he never wanted to see me again. And I don't blame him. I need to apologize to him. I have to find a way to apologize to him. I need to make this right, Linda. How do I do that? How do I make this right?
Well, T, the person you need to apologize first is Davis. I mean, if anyone should be pissed, it's him. So if you want to make things right with Jackson, you need to make things right with Davis first. So, Kia, did you get your time off the cruise so we can go on this vacation to Greece? Come on, girl, it's a once-a-lifetime trip. So, what's going on?
I sure did. Man, I can't wait. 3 whole glorious weeks in Santorini, Greece. Oh, it's going to be a trip of a lifetime. Did you find out whether or not Tamika can go? Or did you even ask her yet?
Well, I tried calling her, but she hasn't been answering my phone calls. I wonder what's up. Especially, I want to know what happened with that date of hers. She ain't told me anything. You know what? Screw this. I'm going to come by her house and find out myself what's going on.
Hello, Davis. Thanks for coming and hearing me out.
I really didn't want to come over, but curiosity got me thinking. What possible excuse you have for lying to me?
Please, let's have a seat in the kitchen, and I'll explain everything to you.
So what's the story? And I want the whole truth this time, T. No more lies.
You're right. You deserve the truth, Davis. No more lies, no more excuses. So here it is. Yesterday morning when you asked me out, I was all set. I was all ready to go. But then
What?
I ran into Jackson at the supermarket later that day. I hadn't seen him since my high school reunion. We've known each other since junior high. And back then I had the biggest crush on him. It was so good to see him, and we started talking and reminiscing. And then he asked me out. And I was over the moon. And so I accepted, and I told him I would gladly want to go out with him.
So, basically, you forgot all about me.
Honestly, it wasn't until I got home that I realized I screwed up, that I double booked. I forgotten that I had already accepted your offer for a date on the same day, the same night that Jackson had asked me out. And so I panicked.
So why didn't you just tell Jackson later that you already had plans with someone else?
You're right, I should have told him. But if you want the truth, I really, really wanted to go out with him. I've been wanting him to ask me out for so long, and this was a once in a lifetime opportunity that I was not about to pass up. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, Davis, but you wanted the truth, you wanted honesty, here it is. It has nothing to do with you. You are a great guy, and I should have told you the truth. I should have not lied to you about having a family emergency when I really wanted to go out with Jackson. I still wanted to go out with you on our date. I just wanted to do it on another date until, you know, until we really get to know each other. But with Jackson, it's a whole different story. There's personal things that we know about each other. We know each other really, really well. And I kind of wanted to continue that. So I screwed up. I screwed up royally.
So, you rather be with Jackson than with me?
Yes, I want to start a relationship with Jackson. You know, I know this is harsh, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, Davis. You're a great guy. You really are. But let's be honest. Did you really think our first date went well?
Well, I guess not. Especially after I spilled that margarita on you. And I know I tend to talk forever about myself. I could tell you were getting bored.
I didn't want to say anything back then. I didn't want to be rude. You know, I could see you're passionate about your career and your family. So, of course, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to sit there and listen. But it was pretty long.
Yeah, I have a tendency to do that a lot. So, you really like my cousin?
I truly do. Well, of course, I'm sure your cousin doesn't like me very much now.
Well, from the way he's been talking about you all night, I think he was really in love with you. He's just upset right now.
He was? And I just screwed it all up because of my stupidity. You know what? If he never wants to see me again, I don't blame him. I probably deserve it. No, I definitely deserve it. I don't deserve his forgiveness, nor yours. I should have been honest. I should have been honest from the get-go. None of this would have happened.
Look, give him time. He just needs time to cool off for a bit. I know my cousin. He doesn't hold grudges. As for me, I want to apologize to you.
Apologize? For what?
Well, for telling Jackson that I was your boyfriend.
Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop. I was actually shocked that you did that.
When I first saw you two together, I was shocked. Then I got angry. So when he asked if we were together, I just blurted it out of spite. And plus maybe I was a little
What? A little what?
jealous.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess I had it coming. But trust me, Davis, I had absolutely no idea that Jackson was even your cousin, let alone you guys were living together. Look, I don't want to be the cause of any conflict between two family members.
And this won't be an issue, because honestly, I think you're right for him. And I want to see my cousin happy. So I will gracefully bow out.
But he won't even want to talk to me.
Like I said before, just give him some time. He will eventually come to his senses.
And what about us? Me and you. Are we good?
We're good. Friends?
Friends. Hey, Kiana, what's up?
You tell me, miss, I never call me back.
Girl, what are you talking about?
I don't get a call or text or anything about what happened the night you left after the club. What happened on your date? You don't tell me anything. You kind of ghosted me for 2 days. What's with the secrecy? What's going on, T?
What is all the yelling out there? I can hear y'all from all the way from my room. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Linda. Kiana's all upset because I haven't contacted her in a while.
Well, you were going through your own mess anyway with the whole thing with David.
What? What happened with Davis? And why does your roommate know more than I do?
Because I'm her actual friend. I've known T all my life. You just barely known her for a couple years. And of course she's going to tell me before she even tells you. Besides, from what I heard about you, you have a loud mouth and you like to spread gossip and rumors. Shoot, if T had told you what was going on, the whole damn world would have known about it within 2 seconds. Miss Talk a Lot.
Yeah, some friend you are. How many times have you abandoned T when she needed you? Yeah, you always took off thinking about yourself. Selfish, selfish, selfish. You are so selfish. You know what? I think you're just jealous because me and T have a bigger and stronger bond than you would ever have with her.
Ha! Me jealous of you? Girl, I think them braids are too twisted. You have some nerve. Girl, all you are to T is a coworker who's nosy as hell.
Okay, guys, can we chill with the fighting? Come on now. Is this necessary?
Not until you tell Karen to back off. First off, I was talking to my friend in private. So why don't you do us all a favor and bounce? Bye-bye, Karen.
First off, this is my home. So if you want to talk in private, why don't you do it out in the streets, where you belong?
You know what? I don't need this crap. T, when you ready to talk to me alone, you know where I live. It's probably better anyway, because it stinks in here. I wonder why. Later.
Later, Kiana.
Yeah, bye, mouth.
Did you have to start with her? You know how she is. Why do you always let her ruffle your feathers?
She just does.
Jackson?
Hello, Tamika. I think we need to have a talk.